All right, y'all. I think it's time to update this. I've been trading for like a month without updating anything, and I guess it's time. Well, I did take a vacation, so there was around a week of no trading, but it's been 2 weeks since the vacation, and I've gone green every single day of it, and well, not every single day. It's a streak actually. I think I went red a few days after my vacation, but ever since then, it's been around 2 full weeks. Um, and I think 5 trades. It's completely green, and I've learned a lot from basically once I started that streak. It was I started. I said to myself, okay, I'm gonna wait 20 minutes after market opens before I enter any positions, and this is I wasn't like looking for anything specific, but I wanted to see how my trading would react, and obviously it's been good. It's been I've been made around anywhere from 10 to 40 ish dollars on each trade, so it's not a crazy amount, and that's the biggest problem I've been having right now. Where basically I'll get into the specific trades, but I've been leaving a lot of profit on the table, but I'm glad to be going green. So let's get right into the trades, and then we'll continue. All right, so it's around 2 p.m. today, so the market's not quite closed. And I guess I'll start with so I have all over here in my left corner all of the stocks that I plan to show. Today, this is the second time I've traded work. So I traded it yesterday as well as today. So today, it's kind of disappointing. So let me get a little bit deeper. So this right here, this red line up here is my entry. So I entered right over here, right? Um, the reason I entered here is I saw the confirmation of a downtrend, and I saw this as a pullback, but clearly I didn't wait long enough, and this is one of my biggest problems, which is patience. I needed to wait until this was over, so I could have gotten a very good entry up here. I had all these 4 bars to enter, and then we saw a drop, and then slow. It eventually got down here, but I noticed that it was coming a little bit below my price, bouncing back up, going below, and for some reason it was clearly still in a downtrend, but I got scared, so it got down here. I was positive, but then it went back up, and then it dropped deeply again. So I got out right here, but then of course it continued to move down the entire day, like literally the entire day, and I left around like $200 of profit over here. I only made like $20 on this, and that was one of the big things. Um, but the reason I waited 20 minutes is because of this. This is the main pattern that I've been trading, which is a confirmation of a downtrend and then getting in on the pullback. And you'll see this repeated. It's a very consistent way to make money because you don't know how the market's going to react to the pre-market until it actually happens. So you have to give it time to react and to determine where the stock is actually headed. So it's been working very well. I've been using this VWAP and this the EMA, the blue EMA, just to figure out entries and trend determination. So again, if I had entered this properly at the end of the pullback and even exited all the way down here, I could have made over $100, but ended up only making 20 in this small move. So I think, let me see if I can still see. Yeah, so this is my other play. So this one was I got away with it because if you look here, this stock ripped up this entire day, and I was going short on it because of you can't really see. Here, let me go to the 5 minute. So this what happened here was this stock just drops off earnings. So I expected a downtrend. So if I go back to the 1 minute, so basically what happens, it opens up, does a quick move up, and then drops down. So to me, I'm thinking, okay, this is a downtrend, but it was actually moving pretty sideways. But even though it was moving sideways, I realized that once it hits this area up here, which it did, it's going to come back down. So I entered I think over here, because of this, thinking this was the pullback, but it moved a bit higher and then eventually came back down. This was a pretty good. I got out in time. I could have gotten a bit more out of it, but I was able to go positive on a stock that was completely going the other direction. So again, I should have noticed that this wasn't, even though I made money on this, I should have noticed that there wasn't a clear downtrend, and it was a pretty unsafe play. But since this had gapped up so much after dropping in the pre-market, I knew it was bound to fall. So I made a good amount of money well, not a good amount, I made a smart prediction over here of the drop. So let's move on to the next one. Ulta. I'll have to zoom out. Yeah, so same thing over here. I'm gonna have to. It was more than 5 days ago, so I'm not gonna be able to see it on the. Actually, maybe. Let me check. Oh yeah, I will. Okay, so this one it's hard to see, but it was a confirmed downtrend. There was some sort of pullback here. I entered here and then I exited out here. Again, I left so much profit on the table. I could have made a ton more over here, but I guess I was being safe. I just need to become more comfortable trading this pattern. H&R Block. Yeah, I won't be able to see this, but same thing here. Gap down on earnings, pullback, and a continuation of downtrend. This one I somehow managed to go green on, because this one completely reversed on me. Ended up going the complete opposite direction, but while just as this entered the bottom part, I got out and I was able to make a profit. So basically, if you learn anything from this video is, well, the main thing I was going for is never trade against the trend. That means you need to determine which way the stock is headed, because even if it's headed a certain way, it will go down. If it's going up, it will go down at some point. But you have to focus on where the overall stock is heading, and you can use different types of tools to figure that out, like the VWAP, the SMAs, price action. Just determine if it's bullish or bearish, and try to trade in that direction. So that's what I'm always trying to trade in, the bearish direction. So I also have a scanner that I set up that will also tell me in like the first 20 minutes which stocks have been gapping down. So like I have a list of stocks that are on my watch list, but I won't necessarily have to trade them if I find something else on the scanner. So that's important. Don't stick to stocks that you had in your pre-market, because if they're not going the way you want them to, you want to find stocks that actually are. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys learned something from this. But thanks for watching, and I'll be back next time.